Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Let's Play Rimworld Alpha 16. So it's been quite a while since I've made an episode for several reasons, and I won't really get into the particulars because I think I've already kind of gone over all the reasons in the weird half episode I did, as well as the one microphone episode I did, so I won't spend... I could probably spend like 4 minutes going into all the exact details, but I'm sure no one wants to hear that, so I won't. So, last episode... And I don't remember this very well because it's been a long time, but last episode we just finished up fending off, not delving, that's a completely different term. Fending off a raid, which we did at the cost of, I think, Lavender, which I didn't really care about because Lavender is kind of crazy. And oh yeah, someone wondered where our one dog was. And I think the dog glitched out because, let me try finding it. I think it's down here somewhere. Because I remember, okay, here's the thing. I basically I made a 40-minute episode, which is when my last microphone died. So I kind of have the benefit or hindrance of foresight, if you will. Because I kind of have a general idea of what's going to happen in this episode. Because although this game has like certain unpredictable random events, it's kind of weird because this game, I've noticed from like past experiences, if you reload a save, sometimes the exact same event will occur at the exact same time over and over again. So it seems like some events are like pre-generated days or weeks like ahead of time in game, and they always happen at the same time. So I don't know how exactly the game determines when certain events occur, because it seems like some always happen at like the same time. So yes, before I forget, let's do that. Otherwise, I think I'm going to like right away, before people start going crazy. Yeah, actually, there's another thing I want to do, too, before I forget. I'm gonna start on drug production for no particular reason. I'm kidding, there is a very particular reason. Like I said, with the benefit of foresight, I kind of know of certain things that are going to happen. Depp, you're not gonna be a researcher anymore, just saying. Chubbs, you're the new researcher. Oh yeah, and Chubbs, you're not Chubbs anymore. You're going to be... Oh. Chubbs... Your new name is... No. Can't have two names. You're not that cool. Ah. Okay, there we go. Typing skills. Yeah, the way I have my microphone positioned now, I have to, like, reach around it to get to my keyboard, so actually typing sentences is not the easiest thing. So, yes. There's that. What else is something I should do? Guess I'll do this, just why not? Oh, yeah, before I forget, graves. We really need those. I also realize I want another constructor, and Depp isn't that good at anything else, so Depp, you're number 2 constructor now. Or no, should I make Depp the constructor, or maybe Red? Yeah, no, Red actually I think would be better. Yeah, that's a better choice. A lot of the things I'm doing, the reason why I'm doing certain things so methodically is because, like I said, I have the benefit of already knowing what's going to happen, more or less. So I'm just kind of preparing for it a little bit better, just to make my life a little bit less full of suffering. just a little. Yeah, otherwise everyone can repair and whatnot. Well, because people are just going to start hauling these bodies over here, I'm also going to force the construction of these graves. Yeah, you know one thing I wish Tynan added, I don't know how much he's done it, but because he's made construction generally more difficult than it used to be, because now you can obviously just fail something for no particular reason while you're constructing, I wish he added sort of a thing that's similar to the medical failure system, where you don't, because it seems like, at least as far as I've observed, it seems like when someone fails, it cancels the construction, and then whatever resources were used are like immediately gone. They're gotten rid of, or not gotten rid of, but there's like a random amount of resources that are like gotten rid of. But I wish the way the construction failure worked was perhaps there was like a soft failure where it just set back the amount of construction progress instead of forcing someone to have to reconstruct it from the beginning. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I've just noticed that the construction system has really been annoying me, because, I don't know, Tynan's been adding a lot of variable success skills, and it's kind of gotten to the point where it's starting to annoy me a lot, especially with stuff like growing and constructing, just because I've been playing this game since, like, Alpha 9, so a lot of stuff that was sort of a given, like construction, and growing, and it was something that I didn't really see any need in him further complicating it. He's made all these like failure rates and stuff, and it kind of annoys the hell out of me lately. But maybe that's just me. I think hopefully he balances it a little bit more, because I feel like the failure rate for like harvesting especially seems a little ridiculous, because how can you completely manage to lose all your crop? I don't know. Anyways, though, we just got Toon. So Mr. Toon is actually a hauler, too. So that is a miraculous event. He's actually also a researcher, but I think I'll keep him doing the hauling. He's actually really good at researching, too. The problem is, Ambi is so useless at pretty much everything else, so I'm just going to keep Ambi as a researcher, to be honest. Oh yes, Toon is also a very good shooting individual, so let's give everyone weapons, because I think everyone, like miscellaneous people, have been losing weapons. Actually, no, I think everyone has a weapon, yeah. Everyone actually does have a weapon. Oh yes, there's that. Yes, or Toon. I'll actually want you to have that, because that is far better than a Pila, or at least I'd say it is. I guess it depends on the combat situation, but hey, whatever. So yes, now you're gonna hunt Toon. Good job, and whatnot. Speaking of which, what is wrong with you physically? Oh, you're healing, so I don't really care. Ambi, yeah, you should probably... You're kind of bleeding out still. Actually, the game does give you a prediction for how long death is, and for some reason, Ambi here is just kind of... He gives no shits, apparently. So, I guess let's make this a medical bed just temporarily. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? This might be smarter. Because we just got so many colonists in a short period of time, I am trying to construct some housing here. But for now, I think I'm going to make just like a couple beds in here that I'll make into medical beds. And this will be a convenient position for medical beds because it's, well, very conveniently located. Yeah, fortunately, Toon here, I think let me look at his character traits. Yeah, he's sanguine, so he's also lazy, so he's a little bit more useless than other colonists, but sanguine will at least make him one of our more stable colonists, so there's a good thing, I suppose. Alright, also, please construct this table, too, because I can guarantee everyone's going to start having mental breakdowns just because they aren't eating off a table. And here is the one event that I knew was going to happen, because it seems like it was generated previously, or early, I guess it was generated recently enough that it is destined to occur, regardless of the fact that I had to reload a save. So, James, he's pretty much dead. I'm sorry, but one thing, well, we've already experienced firsthand how Tynan has, yeah, get in bed, please. We've already experienced firsthand how Tynan has altered the medical skill and whatnot, so that now it's a lot less effective, or at least healing is a lot less effective. But one other thing that is sort of bundled with that Tynan made is he's also made diseases a lot more deadly. And unfortunately, I figured that it seems like when someone's immunity starts lower than the progression of the disease, and as you can see there, it says 63% for malaria progression, but only 55% for immunity progression. So he's basically completely screwed unless we had really good medicine. And also, that brings me into something else I've neglected to realize. It was actually, well, the game, I've noticed the recent alpha, it takes forever to load the world view, so let's just wait a little while it's actually getting its crap together. Okay, here we go. The jungle was actually the absolute worst position to choose to spawn in, especially in the exact location that I chose. I actually somehow miraculously chose basically the worst position I possibly could have chosen, except for maybe like right here, because this is the worst location to try out the new trading system. That was a lot of T words in a short succession right there, wasn't it? Because here's the thing. Trading now, there's a reason why I haven't been able to make a good trading caravan, because I've sort of been investigating it off screen. It's because it takes 5 hours to go through one tile, whereas every other tile is less than that. This is only 1 hour. So although this colony is quite close, if I would have been in this area instead, this is basically the same distance going between here and here as it would be between going from like here to here on this terrain tile. So jungle is actually the absolute worst location possible if you want to do trading or caravans or any sort of or any sort of anything with the new world system. So unfortunately, through kind of bad luck and ignorance, I chose like basically the worst location possible for this alpha. The only other worst one I saw is sea ice, and actually funny enough, sea ice is only it's actually just as bad. If you look at the walk speed, it's 5 hours for there too. So I literally chose the worst position for trading, the only worst one, or the only one that's worse being the damn ice sheet and sea ice. Or actually ice sheet, as you can see, it's not even that bad. So basically I chose the absolute worst position to try this new alpha out in. So that's humorous, because I'm not even really able to get into trading or, exploration of the map and all that, because it's just not efficient to send someone out when they have such a long distance to travel and they run out of food so quickly. It's just not efficient. The best thing I think I could do, and I might end up doing this actually, is I might hoard a bunch of food and try moving to like the temperate forest. That actually might be a good decision. I might do that. I might hoard a shit ton of food and try going from here to here. Although, as you can see, I was also really stupid and I chose north of this mountain range. So we also have the bad luck of being right damn next to this mountain range. So we'll have to bypass that if I do eventually want to move down here or anything like that. And I think I already mentioned in the weird half part I did while I was extremely delirious that I'm kind of, I think, going to give up on the idea of the travel victory, because I think Tynan kind of just did it with the hopes of making the event a little bit easier to achieve in time or something like that, because as of this current alpha, the travel victory seems like it's something that if I tried doing that in this Let's Play, it would take hundreds of episodes, and I'm not, exaggerating there. I kind of went into further discussion of that in the weird, half episode I did while I was suffering from sleep exhaustion, so it's kind of a humorous thing to listen to because I sound like I'm barely even alive. Or I shouldn't say that, but I think I sound quite delirious. But anyways, that's no longer... Oh, yes, now that we have this guy recruited, we don't need to make this for prisoners anymore. Oh, yes, and we don't need people sleeping together. That's another thing I learned in the half part I did. You do not want people sleeping in the same bed if you suspect one of them is going to die, because, as you'd probably expect, when two people are actually sleeping next to each other, actually that doesn't matter. Yeah, those two can sleep together. Or heal together, I should say. What happens is, when two people are resting together in a bed, they end up talking a lot. Yeah, as you can see, he's even already started talking. Even though Ambi has a bad relationship with pretty much everyone, the one person he has a good relationship with is the one he's in the same bed with. And that's because when two people are resting in a double bed and they're healing, they spend a lot of time talking to each other, so they get closer. So you can, in a way, you can actually kind of force relationships between colonists if you get two people injured and then force them to rest in the same bed. So that's kind of humorous to me. But yes, I don't know how much I discussed this, but with the new medical system, the way James is going right now, he's basically going to die no matter what, because I don't know what happens if you actually have regular medicine, if you don't have herbal medicine. I'm sure this is a little bit easier, but as of right now, with the way the system is, healing someone who's got problems, or healing someone who has something like malaria, is just not easy or efficient or any of those. It's not good. Okay, so anyways, I didn't even assign Toon because I got so busy doing random side commentary, so let's do this. I'm also going to make Sloth a 3 because Sloth just keeps getting bruises, and bruises don't have a chance of infection or anything like that. So I'm just going to let Sloth get up and about and actually do some constructing. Because as you can see, only having, who is it? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because James, and I know this for a fact, James is basically screwed no matter what. I'm just going to do this. I know. Because at least I can get some construction out of him before he dies on me. I know that's a terrible way of thinking about things, but I can guarantee James is going to die. Unless I had actual medicine, there's nothing I can really do to prevent him from dying. And although you might say, oh, start a trade caravan, like I said, because we're in the worst position possible, I can't very easily get here and get back with medicine. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, I really kind of chose the worst biome. I mean, admittedly, one of the reasons I tried out the jungle again is because I've had very bad luck the 2 last times I've tried out jungle. I actually gave up on both those Let's Plays because I just got screwed. The first one, I remember I just was pissed off with how much diseases and everything everyone was getting, so I basically just gave up. And then the second time I tried, I remember it was right when tribes were introduced, so I was trying them out. And then it was before Tynan introduced passive cooling, so all my tribals ended up dying from heat stroke, and there wasn't a damn thing I could do about it. So, yeah, that was fun. So yes, if you look at these people's social, yeah, Toon and Ambi are getting to know each other quite well because they're sleeping in the same bed, so there's that. One thing I'm also going to need to soon is more wood. Yeah, it definitely seems like I can never run out of wood, or I shouldn't say never run out. I run out a lot. I can never have enough wood in this Let's Play so far. I mean, I have made a lot of our housing and everything out of wood, so that's probably the main reason why, but man. Yeah, let me haul some of this random junk that's kind of just sitting around too. It's kind of just annoying having it in the way. Well, let me not do that. Like I've said, though, a lot of our constructors or haulers, they don't end up getting much hauling done because they have so many more things that they're more useful for. Okay, speaking of which, Toon. I'm trying to remember Toon. Yes, I'm going to rename Toon before I get too comfortable with his name. With his name, yes, those are words. I'm going to rename Toon to Vibes, because Vibes, why not? Yeah, Vibes is definitely a very common member of my colonies, because he always is one of the first people to ask. So welcome back yet again. Fortunately, both Vibes and Ambi, I think Vibes is sanguine and Ambi is a optimist, so I'm probably going to like them a lot, just because of the fact that they won't break down quite as often as everyone else has been breaking down. And speaking of which, Red is apparently having problems. Apparently the name Red, apparently he's wearing a dead man's shirt. Huh. Let me go into here. I'm assuming, let me just check here. Oh, apparently I have 2 forced apparels. That's weird. Shouldn't have done that. Did that help anything? I don't know. You shouldn't even be wearing a dead man's shirt if you're gonna be salty about it. Oh, you're wearing a dead man's pants too. Oh, it was just the 2 combined into 1 is what happened. Yeah, so now he just has dead man pants, but he doesn't have a nude debuff, so that's a better decision, I think. So anyways, yes, let me go into here. Oh, that's weird. Even though Tynan added the fact that dead people's clothing causes debuffs, there isn't a category in here to remove it, which is weird. You'd think Tynan would do that, but apparently not. So anyways, there's that. Yeah, Red, he's still having a hard mental break, though. Apparently he really wants an impressive bedroom. So, where is Red, anyways? Over there. Trying to think of what I could add to his bedroom to make him a little less salty. Well, I mean, if I had the gold, I could do something crazy and give him that, but no. How good is his bed? He does have a good bed. Is there a bed better than that, though? Oh, there's a superior wooden bed. I guess I want Red to have this one then instead. Yeah. Okay, Red, you can have that bed. Let's see if that helps his mood at all. Because I know the way this category where this debuff works is you can keep decreasing the extent of it. So if I keep making his bed look better, actually if I make his bed look really, really good, he'll actually be really happy. Honestly though, I think to make him the happiest, I would have to knock out this wall here and give him a really long room. Because I think someone did explain to me before that the way the greedy, the new greedy trait works, well, it's not new. I think it's new as of last alpha. The way it works now, oh yeah, and Oh, I guess you can keep sleeping there, because why not? Yeah, and Sloth is just doing that, so whatever. Okay, so we got those done. There's another thing I should really do, because last time when it hit summer, and this is probably going to happen very soon, I ended up getting a lot of heat waves in the, like, I shouldn't say a lot, but I got a heat wave, and it really screwed up my colony, because we're already in an abnormally warm climate, so the summer is going to be killer no matter what. So I'm going to want to do some things as a precaution. So that's why I did that, if you can't tell. I'm actually going to do this too to make a little bit better of a buffer. Anyways, the power usage is already high, and I don't think you can make it any higher. Yeah, I don't think you can make it any higher even by doing this. So, if the power usage is already high, I might as well make the target temperature as low as I possibly can. Yeah, that's a weird thing, is you'd think Tynan would make a cooler, like you'd think he'd make a cooler system that has like a variable energy usage, because like that's how real life works. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but like different devices only use as much power as they need. You know, that's just how, I mean, it wouldn't make much sense to engineer something that would end up using the exact same amount of watts no matter what, even if it's at a very low like usage. So I'm surprised Tynan hasn't made like variable wattage coolers that utilizes the coolers depending on the temperature. Apparently there's a flash storm. That's no good. This scares me, actually. I'm gonna do a bit of a precaution here. Yeah, because we only have, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 out of 8 people are able to do that, but if this spreads and it doesn't start raining soon enough, we're just gonna get completely screwed. So I need this, and all our houses are made out of wood, so everything will get destroyed if this flash storm hits us. I have had it before too, where a freaking flash storm hit my colony, like right on top of it, and it was a wood colony, and then everything, I basically just gave up on the game then, or I think I reloaded a previous save, because there's just nothing you can do about that. Oh, it's already over. Well, actually, that doesn't make a difference that it's over. I just hope it starts raining soon. Actually, I'm going to try going down here. Holy crap. Yeah, if it doesn't start raining soon, and as you've seen, actually, in previous episodes, like in other series, sometimes the rain just doesn't come. So this shit just completely can engulf an entire map if you don't take some precautions. Okay, good. At least they're able to haul the wood out of the way. That is what I want. Actually, I want to make that a high priority. Yeah. Getting a little crazy. And as you can even see, it's causing a lot of lag. So normally that's why it starts raining after something like this starts in the game, because it starts lagging a lot, because the game is not optimized at all for that. Okay, holy crap. Do you see this shit? It's a good thing I made this buffer zone. I think I'm going to need to do it more, because I think it can start. I think it can still start all this other random foliage on fire. Oh my god. Tynan, please. Tynan, please optimize fire. I think Tynan needs to optimize fire a little, because I don't think it makes much sense that an entire goddamn jungle can burn down because of a couple lightning strikes. Holy shit. Do you see what's going on here? Well, There goes all my wood that I can achieve, or that I can cut down. You know, I was complaining about those alpha beavers. This is a little bit worse than that, isn't it? Okay. Holy shit. Oh, there's this down here, and it just revealed it. Oh god, everything's... Oh, that's really shitty, though. Oh, there's a bunch of good stuff in here, but it's all gonna get set on fire, and I don't think there's really much I can do about it. Yeah, there's no way we can get down here fast enough, I think. Oh, we could have got a damn assault rifle, too. Okay, you know what? Let me find someone... let me find a hauler. Where's my best hauler? You know what, Vibes? I think you're the one person who's in the best mood. I'm gonna send you down here. You're probably gonna not do much. Oh, this guy's actually gonna start trying to fight us. And I think he's bare. Does he have a gun even? Oh, he has a machine pistol. Damn. Okay, let's... Oh, wow, he's actually gonna try to raid us. All by his lonesome. Not the best decision, if I do say so myself. This guy, though. I guess he's got balls, doesn't he? He's like, I just woke up because my home got set on fire. Let's go attack the nearest living creature I can find. Yeah, that didn't go so well for you, did it, bud? Ooh, he's got gold. Oh, I need to find my... Okay. Let me find my haulers here. Okay, Vibes. Oh, he's got components, too. Damn. Okay, I need to run and gather all these things before they all go into nothing. Okay. Dep. You haul that. Ambi. Of course, you can never do hauling. For some reason, I thought Ambi could haul, but apparently not. Sloth. Grab that pistol. And I'm surprised it still has yet to start raining, despite the fact that this has literally obliterated more than half of the map. So that's humorous. Okay. Okay, the game's gonna start complaining about that, but there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, I'm gonna get like 1 million notifications about roof collapses, I think, in the near future. Okay, I think we're gonna need to do that. Okay, no. No. This is a bad decision. Do not try fighting that fire. That's a very poor decision. Okay, let me adjust this home region here, because I don't want everyone going crazy. Where did James go anyways? Wait, did he already die and get buried? Where are you? Oh, he went over here and he's having a breakdown. Interesting. Like I said, I don't really care because James is already... Wait, I think he just went down because his illness has progressed far enough that he's basically screwed now. Let me see here. Yeah, he has 91%, so he's gotten into extreme, so he's basically dead now. On that note, I suppose I should go ahead. I'm just going to leave him for dead. Also, it's getting very hot, apparently. I guess while you're here, you might as well haul his stuff as well. Oh yeah, we do have jackets for some reason. I suppose, before I forget, in this environment, I should probably disable jackets and parkas. Not that, I think he's like the only one who had a jacket anyways, but it probably isn't a good idea to wear something like that in this environment. Okay, everyone get into action. We made a little buffer zone, but it's starting to spread in here. Okay, everyone apparently decided eating's a better priority. God damn it. Okay. Oh yeah, I've disabled this too, because everyone was trying to rush to the areas that made literally no difference. Okay, everyone, my god, Tynan, please, optimize fire, when? My god, like, do you see this? The entire, like, almost, like, basically half the map right now is gone Okay, it's a very good thing I made this buffer zone, though. It's a very, very good thing. And James is on fire. Not much I'm going to do about that, though. He's already dead. I guess we're giving him a funeral pyre before he's actually dead. Or I shouldn't even say we're doing it. It's nature that's doing it. And it's not going to let me speed up time, apparently, until he's dead, so that's cool. Yeah, as I was saying, Tynan? What's going on here, bud? I think there's a error in your code when the game's letting this happen. That's one thing I've mentioned, I think, a little bit too, is Tynan, I think Fire has performed the same way since it has in, like, Alpha 1, and I think there's a high time that he adds a bit of an update to it, because when shit like this can happen, that's not realistic, especially not considering we're in a damn jungle. I could see this maybe happening in, you know, a dry area, but in a jungle that's supposed to be extremely humid, this is not something that should be physically possible. Okay, thank you, game. God, it only had to take half the map down with it before it actually decided to fucking fix it. So now we've got, I guess, some steel and uranium. Oh, surprisingly, the psychic pulsars actually survived, so we can take those and maybe sell them at some point. One thing I also have yet to build. Should have built this a long time ago, but I never did. I should really build a comms console, shouldn't I? For some reason, we don't have enough components, though. Actually, apparently we have 0 components right now, so that's great. Okay, I'm happy about that. This entire area got nice and enclosed now, so that will very much help when it starts. Well, as you can see, it's 111 right now, so this little buffer zone is really helping out the temperatures for all these zones, as you can see. Another thing I want to do is add a cooler for this area too, but as you can see, wow, James actually survived. I'm very surprised about that. Somehow I don't think the fire didn't exactly help his malaria out so much, did it? So, he's still dead. Oh, because I got that clothing, I think, are you wearing a dead man's clothing? Oh no. That's weird. Apparently that wasn't considered dead man's apparel, I don't think. Because I'm fairly certain she's wearing a... Yeah, she's wearing a Hyperweave t-shirt, and I think she didn't have that before. I think we just got that from that person that died, so for some odd reason that's not considered dead man's apparel. I don't know, that's weird, because maybe if you take it off their clothing before they start rotting or something, it's not considered dead man's apparel. Maybe, I guess their justification is the same justification as necrophiles. As long as the body's still warm, it's okay. I'm sorry, that was terrible, but that came into my head and I couldn't resist. Also, yeah, the dog's gone mad. I guess it's a good thing that I got the turret already on. Okay, yeah, I've just said screw it. Apparently, we were not destined to have dogs because every dog we had... isn't that funny? I think every dog we had bonded to someone who died. Isn't that the case? And they've all gone crazy. Or no, the one that we butchered and ate, I think that one, whatever it was, Jennifer or some shit, I think that one was fine. And now we have a solar flare. Thank you, game. How nice. What a nice way to treat the fact that it's 115 degrees, giving me a solar flare. How wonderful of you. So yes, I'm getting drug production done. As you can see, it was far too late for Mr. James, though. Speaking of which, yeah, someone should probably haul his body or something like that. Might be a good idea. Don't consume. Yeah, please bury James there. Like I said, this game, it seems like events like to occur in groups because everything's going wrong at once. We had that crazy-ass fire, James died, although that was something that was kind of... it wasn't like a completely random event. We were kind of building up to that one. Speaking of which, I guess I can start making doors for here, too. And I'm curious, too. I know that in the game, heat can permeate through, like, walls and whatnot, so I'm curious. does heat, like if I have these bedrooms up here, but they're completely empty, but they still have roofs, I wonder if they'll be considered like if it'll be like a heat buffer for these bedrooms down here. Because now that I only have, now I only have 7 people again, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I've got 6 beds in this one extra one. Let me check out everyone's health. Yeah, shit. Everyone's got initial heat stroke, and because the game loves me and gave me a solar flare, there's not really anything I can do about that. Yeah, that is one thing. When you get a solar flare in the summer and you're in a really hot climate like we are, because we are in we're on an abnormally warm climate, and it's also just abnormally hot in general because it's summer. If you get a solar flare, it can literally mean the end of your colony if you're unlucky enough. Yeah, you know what though, to be perfectly honest, I don't understand the solar flare random event in this game whatsoever, because in real life, I believe a solar flare it's a theoretical event that if the sun were to throw, because the sun does have solar flares, it's just the fact that we have, I think it's our like magnetic field and our atmosphere prevents like harmful rays from coming through and hitting our Earth. So it's like not even something that happens often. It's a theoretical event, and the idea is that people are afraid that solar flares might cause like electrical grids to malfunction and whatnot because of the electromagnetism and whatnot. Like basically, I think people theorize that it'll cause the equivalent of like an electromagnetic pulse. Okay, solar flare's finally ending. Thank you. So anyways, people I think sort of theorize that it'll cause the equivalent of a electromagnetic pulse to like the power grid. So if the game really wanted to model solar flares correctly, that every single electronic you have would be completely broken down and you'd have to reconstruct all the components. So if Titan really wanted to be realistic, the solar flare would be completely different than what it is now. And also it's so hot that apparently everything's rotting. Well, actually no, it doesn't have to do with it being so hot, it's just because the goddamn solar flare ruined everything for me. So anyways, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Despite all the hardships we just faced, hopefully the game gives us a little bit of a break, but probably not, because a lot of the events we faced, they weren't really like they were all events that were like the aftermath of a small event like that. Okay, why are the fires still burning? Are you serious, game? I think, my god, how did this even happen? Why are there still fires burning? Jesus, game. But anyways, holy crap. So yes, I'm just going to end it here before I go on a rant about how crazy everything is. So yeah, goodbye.